Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there? Forgot a familiar name, a recent conversation, or where you placed your keys, and thought, well, I'm just getting old. But here's the truth most people never hear. Memory loss is not a normal part of aging, and believing that lie may be allowing a silent problem to slowly damage your brain. Today, we're uncovering what's really behind memory decline and why catching it early can protect your brain for years to come. One of the most overlooked causes of memory loss is chronic inflammation, a slow, silent process that damages the brain over time without causing obvious pain or warning signs. Unlike acute inflammation, which helps the body heal from injury, chronic inflammation lingers quietly in the background, disrupting normal brain function year after year. As we age, the body becomes more vulnerable to this low-grade inflammation due to poor diet, stress, lack of sleep, environmental toxins, and reduced physical activity. The brain is especially sensitive to inflammatory signals. When inflammation is present, brain cells, called neurons, struggle to communicate efficiently with one another. This directly affects memory, attention, and learning. Inflammation also impacts the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. Studies show that chronic inflammation can shrink this critical area, making it harder to form new memories or retrieve existing ones. This is why many adults experience mental fog, slow recall, or word-finding difficulty long before any diagnosis of dementia appears. What makes inflammation so dangerous is its silence. Many people feel physically fine, while inflammation is quietly damaging blood vessels in the brain, weakening the protective blood-brain barrier and increasing the buildup of toxic proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease. Common daily habits fuel this problem. Diets high in sugar and refined carbohydrates, processed foods and unhealthy fats, chronic emotional stress, poor sleep quality, sedentary lifestyles. Over time, the brain remains in a constant state of immune activation. This keeps it from repairing itself properly and accelerates cognitive aging, not because of age, but because of ongoing inflammation. The encouraging truth is that inflammation is modifiable. Anti-inflammatory nutrition, better sleep, stress reduction, gentle exercise, and proper hydration can significantly reduce inflammatory markers in the brain. Many seniors notice improvements in mental clarity and memory within months when inflammation is addressed. So when memory slips occur, the real question should not be, is this just aging? It should be, what is inflaming my brain? The brain depends on a steady supply of glucose for energy, but too much glucose, too often, is toxic to brain cells. Repeated blood sugar spikes damage neurons, impair memory formation, and accelerate cognitive decline even in people who have never been diagnosed with diabetes. Every time blood sugar rises sharply, the body releases insulin to bring it back down. Over time, frequent spikes cause insulin resistance, meaning brain cells no longer respond properly to insulin. This directly interferes with memory, focus, and learning. In fact, researchers now call Alzheimer's disease type 3 diabetes because of its strong connection to insulin resistance in the brain. High blood sugar triggers inflammation, oxidative stress, reduced blood flow to the brain, damage to the brain's energy systems. This combination slowly starves brain cells of the fuel they need to function properly. As a result, people experience forgetfulness, confusion, poor concentration, and mental fatigue. What's alarming is that this process often begins years or decades before symptoms appear. Many adults live with undetected blood sugar instability caused by sugary breakfasts, refined grains, sweetened beverages, frequent snacking. Even healthy foods can spike blood sugar when eaten improperly or in excess. The good news is that the brain responds positively to stable blood sugar. When glucose levels are controlled, inflammation decreases, brain energy improves, and memory performance often stabilizes or improves. Memory loss driven by blood sugar imbalance is not inevitable. It is a metabolic issue, and metabolic issues can be corrected. Sleep is not rest.
It is active brain maintenance. During deep sleep, the brain activates the glymphatic system, a powerful cleaning process that flushes out waste products, including beta-amyloid proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease. When sleep is poor, this cleaning system fails. As a result, toxins accumulate, memory consolidation weakens, focus declines, brain inflammation increases. Many seniors believe waking at night or sleeping lightly is normal with age, but fragmented sleep robs the brain of its ability to repair itself. Even one night of poor sleep can reduce memory performance the next day. Chronic sleep deprivation multiplies this damage over years. Sleep problems that harm memory include waking between 2 and 4 a.m., sleeping less than 6 hours, sleep apnea, light, unrefreshing sleep. Without deep sleep, memories fail to move from short-term storage into long-term memory. This is why people may remember events from years ago, but struggle to recall recent conversations. Sleep loss is not aging, it is neurological deprivation.
Improving sleep quality is one of the fastest ways to protect memory and slow cognitive decline. The brain is nutrient hungry. Without proper vitamins and minerals, it cannot maintain nerve health, neurotransmitter balance, or memory formation. One of the most common deficiencies linked to memory loss is vitamin B12. Low B12 can cause confusion, forgetfulness, and even symptoms that mimic dementia. Other critical nutrients include omega-3 fatty acids, magnesium, vitamin D, zinc. As we age, nutrient absorption declines, even with a healthy diet. Medications, gut health issues, and reduced stomach acid all contribute to deficiencies. When nutrients are lacking, brain cells weaken, nerve signaling slows, memory centers shrink. Correcting deficiencies often leads to noticeable cognitive improvement, sometimes within weeks. This is not aging, it is biological shortage. The brain follows a simple rule. Connections that are not used are lost. Routine, passive lifestyles reduce neural stimulation. Over time, brain networks weaken, making recall slower and learning harder. Mental decline accelerates when days lack novelty, social interaction decreases, learning stops. The brain thrives on challenge, curiosity, and engagement. New experiences strengthen neural pathways and build cognitive reserve, the brain's defense against aging. Memory loss from underuse is reversible when the brain is re-engaged. If there's one message to remember today, it's this. Memory loss is not a normal part of aging. It's often your brain quietly asking for support, not surrender. The good news is that the brain is remarkably adaptable, even later in life. When the silent problems are addressed early, memory can stabilize, improve, and remain strong for years to come. Forgetfulness does not define who you are. Your experiences, your wisdom, and your memories still matter, and they are worth protecting. You're not losing your mind, you're learning how to care for it better. If this message helped you, please like this video. It helps more people your age find science-backed guidance they can trust. Subscribe to the channel for weekly videos on brain health, memory protection, and healthy aging, designed especially for adults over 45. And most importantly, leave a comment below. Have you noticed changes in your memory recently? You're not alone, and your story may help someone else feel less afraid. Until next time, take care of your brain, because aging is inevitable, but memory loss doesn't have to be.